Hey VC! Right, I don't know how many videos I've done today, but it's another one. Right, okay, so this is about a particular band that I've been trying to focus on a bit more recently. Liked them for a long time, and that's one of the things I get a bit lost with what I'm focused on in terms of music. I will fret to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. It's almost like I get excited that I can buy music and I go and buy it, and then I think, well, why didn't I consider this band or this band or this band or this band? So yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more focused. As you see on some of the videos, it's a bit the randomness of the music, but it's everyone's like I say, you add bit by bit by bit. But I do need to maybe focus more on certain artists and certain things, and not be as sort of all over the place when it comes to my collecting. So yeah, this is a specific band, as I say, I really like, and basically it's the Manic Preachers. Fantastic British band, or Welsh band, and they've just done some phenomenal work. This Is My Truth, Tell Me Yours, The Holy Bible are some of the biggest albums, which I'm yet to get. I do have the one of them on order. Thank you to Mr. Tyler Moore. Yeah, so on the Facebook vinyl community, pointed out to a Discog seller who was selling it quite cheap, Holy Bible that is, on vinyl. So hopefully we both got our orders in for that, coming from America. So hopefully that'll be good. So I'm just going to show what I've got. There's a few promos, a few bits and bobs, but I thought I'd show some of the albums I've got before, not just the stuff, because a lot of this here I picked up the other day, but I thought I'd just show my existing 2 albums and things like that as well. So got my basically is the Generation Terrorist, my original pressing. Fantastic album. Slash and Burn, absolutely love. Motorcycle Emptiness is You Lovers, and sort of like Love Sweet Exile, absolutely fantastic fantastic tracks on here. Really strong album, and I was really happy to pick that one and this next one up in the same record shop. I think most probably just by luck. I was turning around and I seen 4 of my quite good limited albums I picked up from this one store. So I suppose I shouldn't slate it as much, but yeah. So I got this one, Gold Against Soul. This has got to be one of my favourites of theirs. I absolutely love From Despair to Where. Druggy is quite good. Roses in the Hospital as well, but From Despair to Where, absolutely phenomenal. Was in a TV programme with Ben Chapman and Samantha Janus in it, and I can't remember the exact name of it now, but his guy won't leave his flat, and at about 3 o'clock in the morning he puts this in his stereo on CD, and From Despair to Where, it's like this nice calm opening and then rips into the guitars and everything, and that's when he bursts into the room singing into a floor lamp, so he's like using it as his stand and his microphone, and the other people have to come in and turn it off, but he's just like, that was my introduction to Manics. I sort of had to know who they were after that, and I bought the album, I've got the CD, and I was really happy to pick this up on vinyl, sort of like ties to past and everything, so it's quite good. Oh, do forgive me. Right, I know I can be boring, but I'm boring myself. There you go. So there's those two. Got a couple more albums to show. Just picked this one up recently. Journal for Plague Lovers. This I think is an almost like a lost album that they sort of picked up after he died. But yeah, I mean, I was still going to have a listen to this, and this one I did only just pick up the other day. Those two I've had for a little while, but these next ones I've only just recently picked up, so that's why it is still sealed. But yeah, this is a more sort of it's been out a while now. Was it Sony 2009? So it's been out a while, but this was sort of almost like his lost works. So high hopes for that. Futurology. This is the Manic's. I mean, I must admit, I've not had that much of to do with this album as such, but I'm starting to try and get through them a bit more. So this is one I picked up, and I'll have to have a listen to this. This is nice. I mean, it's a single LP, no gatefold or anything, so it's kind of a basic thing. But I know in Manic stuff is usually crazy money if it's anything older, I suppose, like a lot of things nowadays. Rewind Film, so Manic Street Preachers again. But again, not really familiar with anything off here. As I say, my doings is more the two first albums I showed you, and have I got it here? No. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so it's more sort of Everything Must Go, and This Is My Truth, Tell Me Yours. They're the sort of albums I was more familiar with from the Manics. But a few good LPs and everything I picked up as well. I mean, this one is 12-inch Roses in the Hospital. It's a 6-track single. It's got a nice little HMVs. Obviously, you can remember you used to buy them. It's at £1.99. It's inflation. So this was £5. But yeah, it's got like 6 different versions of Roses in the Hospital, and it's like quite a nice track. It's it is a bit upbeat, but it is kind of nice and soft as well. This one was quite a nice one to pick up. So Manic Street Preachers, Repeat, Love Sweet Exile. Again, just 12-inch, but it's got 3 tracks on there. Yeah, Repeat, Love Sweet Exile, and Democracy Coma. But yeah, so it's nice to pick up the 12 inches and stuff like that. Started to try and get them a bit more. This one was really, really nice. This is a promo, single-sided. It's a 45 RPM Slash and Burn, which is the opening track off their first album. Absolutely love it. But yeah, I mean, it hasn't got like a sticker for £60 at the bottom of it, but it's like yeah, you can't see. But it does say £60 on it, but yeah, I think I got that for £5. So it's a nice, nice little thing. Let's see if I can. Yeah, so right. Little promo. That's quite nice to have. And put that on, must be down there. And this is Robson Sing, which again is a 12-inch. It's got Ian Brown mix on here as well. But I do believe, let me just It's like a numbered thing as well, so 401. So try and see if I can go through and get some more different bits. The rest of the stuff I picked up was on CD the other day, but I played this one yesterday and that was really entertaining. It's the Forever Delayed, the sort of bonus remix album, but it's on there, not for production, and it is all different tracks and remixes by different artists. So there's Chemical Brothers, the Avalanches, Massive Attack, Stereo Labian Brown, Mogwai, Stealth Sonic Orchestra redid a Design for Life. But yeah, no, that was quite a nice little thing to have, I thought. These were the nice things I did. This is basically a Japanese CD single of the theme from MASH, which is Suicide is Painless. So it was another thing that got me into the Manics. I absolutely loved MASH when it was on, and the introduction track and everything was well known. So, but it's got its OBI. It's really nice. So I was quite happy to pick that one up. And again, this one is one of my favourite Manic songs. But again, on the Japanese thing with the OBI single, but this is You Stole the Sun from My Heart, and it's just the rip roar that goes into the chorus. It's just it's so raw, it's so good. And the so this has got 6 or 7 tracks on it. So it's got You Stole the Sun from My Heart, the first 3 tracks, so the original and a couple of remixes. The Everlasting, 2 remixes. Train in Vain live, and If You Tolerate This, Your Children Will Be Next live. So I mean, you've got to hand it to the Japanese. I mean, that's like an EP. Basically, it's like seven tracks. We don't do that shit anymore, and to be honest with you, I think it's a bit of a shame, because you look back now at some of the singles and they give you so much more, the sort of rare things that don't get released on albums, and I suppose some people do it now so they can bring a remixes or rarities album together and stuff like that. So as I say, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for some more Manics, and hope you enjoy it. I mean, if you've got any Manic Street Preachers, I'd love to see a video, so if you do one, please message me or something like that, because it'd be really nice to see more of it. And yeah, cheers VC, see you soon.